What's up, high jumpers, as well as the parents and coaches of my high jumpers? Welcome back to another video. My name is Dontavious Hill, three-time Team USA high jumper, five-time NCAA All-American with a current personal best of 7 feet 5 inches and currently ranked top 30 in the world in the high jump. And I've helped hundreds of high school athletes be able to jump personal records, win state championships, qualify for state championships, and even eventually get to college and compete in college. Many of the athletes that I've coached in the past are now currently competing at the collegiate level, and I have athletes who I'm currently coaching who are on their way to competing at the collegiate level, right? So everything that I've achieved is replicable. This is not an anomaly. If you have the right system, you have the right coaching, your athlete can achieve great success, right? And today, what we're going to be talking about is the off season and why the off season is where you actually get the gains, right? So many people, they think that you become a great high jumper during the season. Although you can make some really great gains during the season, usually high school season, like if you did not do indoor, which a lot of athletes only have outdoor, the high school season is about 2 or 3 months, like 2 months, right? So you cannot, although I've had athletes went from 6 feet to 6'6" in 8 weeks. I had an athlete go from, 5'11" to 6'5", in approximately 7 weeks or so. It can happen when you have the right guidance in place. But today, what I'm here to tell you is off-season work is where you can make some real gains. And when I'm talking about gains, I'm referring to things such as lifting. So for our very young high jumpers who may be very young, freshmen or middle school, I'm not saying, okay, let's just go and lift a whole ton of weight. I'm saying, no, you should just get used to being able to move weight, even if it's lighter weight, okay? So the off season is a great time, especially as you get a little bit older, sophomore, junior, senior, when you're not in track season, to be lifting weights to get stronger, right? Very great time for this. Where a lot of athletes, they kind of mess up is they don't do anything all year long. Then track season comes around and they're hoping to get better. And guess what? Sometimes they do get better. 1 inch better, maybe 2 inch better, maybe, right? But had you lifted in the off season, your results could be looking a whole lot different, right? Let's not underestimate the ability you can gain from actually getting stronger, being able to squat more, being able to do specific lifts better and more technically sound. It's a game changer, all right? And in my past experience, since I played football, basketball, and ran track, I was always doing something. So in football season, during the summertime, I would be lifting weights. I was doing all the specific weight training that was actually helping me become a more powerful, more stronger athlete, right? My training that I did in football during the off season helped me whenever I got to track season. We also lifted weights in basketball. So I'm pretty much lifting weights all year round, preparing to become a better high jumper, right? And that's how we go from 4'8" to 5'10" to 6'3" to 7 feet. I'm getting stronger in the off season, not during the season, right? Although you should be lifting during the season, but during the season it's really more of a maintenance phase. Because like I said, in season only lasts for about 2 months or so, 2 or 3 months, right? It's really a maintenance phase. So all the strength that you're going to build should have already been built. And the best time to do that is during the off season, okay? Number 2, technique. When you're still training and still working on your high jump technique, your approach specifically, this is where you can build some real gains and be able to actually maintain consistency when you go into your actual season. You're going to be much better at running your approach if you were doing it during the off season, right? I'm not saying, we got to be out there at the high jump pit every day. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is if you actually still continue to put work in before your actual season comes around, you're going to be better, period. If you play any other sport, if you do not practice it, you cannot expect to get better at it. It don't matter what it is. Same thing goes with high jump. If you practice on your downtime, going to have a much better opportunity to actually be better when the season comes around, right? And I just talked about consistency as well. High jump is an event where you truly have to be consistent. You have to. Because you have to start from a specific mark every time. You have to start from the same mark every time and give yourself an opportunity to land in the same spot so you can take off and clear the bar. And then guess what? You have to do it over and over and over again so you can get higher and higher heights in the meet. It's all about consistency. And what better way to build consistency than practicing it over and over and over again? And I truly mean that. Whenever you get the opportunity to go to practice and whenever you get to be, if you have the ability to do things in the off season, I know many athletes play different sports. You still have opportunity to at least get one session in a week. That's going to make you a better high jump when the season comes around, right? Or some people may say, oh, they got the high jump hit locked up. Man, you can still get some work in. You can still get approach work in. You can do all that. You don't need a pit, right? So it's like, in order to improve in the sport, I'm sure you get it, like, you have to work outside of the time when the actual season is going. There is no excuse. I don't care if you play football. I don't care if you play basketball. I don't care what you do. I did 3 sports in high school, and I was still able to get some work in, right? So, yeah, guys. So if you want to be able to improve in the sport, let's get our work in the off season, okay? Let's not just think this is an in-season thing, right? And if you're the parent of a high school high jumper and you actually want that guidance and help to help your child actually achieve higher bars and actually know what to do during the off season, that's exactly what we do inside of my program. Not only do we help our athletes improve in season, we also help them improve in the off season to prepare them for competition, right? And the way that we do that is through the high jump blueprint. And what we start with is mindset, okay? So mindset is number 1. Make sure our athletes are confident. Make sure our athletes are confident in themselves so that they can go out and perform at their best, okay? And from that point, we get into high jump. So with high jump, we make sure our athletes are doing all the specific drills, make sure they are sending in their film so that I can critique it and analyze it, show them exactly what they're doing, and also teach them how to notice exactly what they're doing so they can take this back to practice and be better, right? So go from mindset to go to high jump, and then guess where we go from there? We go to training. So guess what training consists of? Lifting weights. So all of the specific weights and weight training that your athlete can be doing, even in off season or during season, that's going to help them get stronger and become a better high jumper. And on top of the weight training, I also design their plyometrics, their sprint work, all of the above to actually help them become a better high jumper, right? And when we get them doing all of these things, we get them better mindset wise, we get them high jump technique, get them better technical, and we get them stronger, more powerful in the sport. That is when we can get our athlete recruited. Okay, so when we get your athlete jumping in a range, or they can actually secure, official visits, opportunities to go and visit these campuses, actually secure scholarship offers, whether it's in-state, you guys want to stay in-state, all these things. This is where we get those opportunities. But this comes first. Mindset, high jump, and training, then recruitment. And when we get there, I'm going to actually be reaching out along with your athlete to help them get recruited and make sure they're getting responses back from these coaches, right? So if this is something you're interested in, if you're the parent of a high school high jumper and you actually want to help your athlete succeed in the sport and actually be able to jump PRs or be more confident or eventually get a college scholarship, then book a call with me down below where we'll go through a high jump call and just hop on a Zoom call and see where your athlete currently is and see what's currently holding them back from being able to jump bigger bars, right? And from that point, I'll design a plan for you guys to actually help them achieve their goals. And if you're interested in implementing that plan, that will consist of joining my program so we can implement all of these systems to help them get better, right? So if you're the parent of a high school high jumper, and this is something you're interested in, at this point, you have two choices, really. You have point A, right? You have choice A, where you can just keep doing things the way you guys have been doing them on your own, whether it's with the high school coach and just making whatever progress you can make. Or choice B, you can take that step forward and come hop on a call with me and see what I have to offer, see what kind of system is going to actually help your child actually improve in the sport and do what they need to do, right? And eventually be on track to be on a trajectory to get them a scholarship to actually compete in college, right? So those are the two choices that you have, choice A and choice B. And if you want to be a choice B picker, definitely book a call with me down below and we can talk high jump and see how we can help your child succeed.